This is a quick video to show you how to repair a passenger window switch that's faulty on an E92 320i BMW. As you can see, the window switch literally just clicks down into that hole in the door. So you can see it clearly there. That little plug plugs in there, and because there's a little side to it, you can't actually get it wrong. You have to plug it in the right way or it won't fit. So this window switch is not operating. It puts the window up but it will not put it down. So rather than buy a new switch, I decided to take it out to see what was wrong. The switch comes out rather easily. There's one catch is broken off there, but there's two little catches in the front and one in the back. I just used a screwdriver to poke down in and lift it up. I did break one of the catches, but thankfully only one. So I brought the switch over to the bench. Now, I've already taken this apart, so it's going to be a lot easier now. But basically, this is how the switch goes together. Whenever you take it out, it will be in one unit, like this. As you can see on the sides of it, there are little catches. Basically, you need a work screwdriver in there, and once you get the screwdriver in there into those little catches, this bit here will separate, bringing the switch. Then again, you have more little catches just above the right in there, in between the, or on the opposite sides of the BMW symbol. Same again, screwdriver in to get the catches off. Whenever you get them, it exposes the circuit and the little rubber grommet with the electrical connections inside of it. As you can see, when you operate the switch, these little, it's a double, if you can see that better, it's a double down and a double up switch, so you can push it forward to make it go all the way, or just push it by one click to make it go up a bit or down a bit. It in turn pushes these little connectors down on top of this circuit board. As you can see, the circuit is separated by those little grooves, and when the little round connector of that lands down on top of this circuit, it completes the circuit and makes the window work. Now, I've cleaned this a bit with some contact cleaner, but basically the problem is that it's very dirty. So I will continue cleaning this with a little bit of contact cleaner, let it all dry and put it back together and see if the fix works. Okay, I've now spent a little bit of time cleaning the contacts of this as much as I dare with some contact cleaner. As you can see, I have it quite a bit cleaner than it was. There's not much to this. So I've allowed it to dry and I used the hair dryer to aid that a little bit, but not too hot, just to make sure before I put it back together there's nothing damp in there and everything is completely bone dry. So in order to put this back together the way it came apart, it all just clicks back into place. This little circuit goes in through those little holes, as you can see there, these three prongs. And you'll know you've got it right. There's actually 4 holes there, but there's only 3 prongs. But you'll know you've got it right because it lines up perfectly. And those little black sort of grommet things go through the holes there and there. And you know we've got it lined up. So once I have that together, I'll look at this little switch and I will look inside there to see how these line up. And basically I will put it back together in the same order as it came apart. It should be like so. As you can see, those two switches there line up with the two you can see wobbling around in there when I move the switch. Apologies if you can't see too well. It's a bit fiddly and the light's not great, as I don't have anybody to hold the camera. So once that's in place, I will put this together in the same way, ensuring that the electrical contacts line up with the switches inside. As you can see, two up the top there, up front, two at the back, and this is going to go in the same way. It is a little bit fiddly, but with some perseverance you can see there's a little line there to get this lined up properly. Hang on, it's a bit fiddly this. Yeah, the problem was I was actually putting it together wrong, even though thought I had it lined up, I didn't. So as you can see now, it is lined up, I think, yes. So I'll click this back into place. Now I appear to have a switch that is working. Well, certainly moving and returning to its position again afterwards. So before I put all this back together and put it into the car, we'll go over and see if it works. So we're back in the car, and you gotta just literally just plug that plug into this switch, reconnect the battery, turn the ignition on, and test the window. I'm not going to be able to show you complete plugging this in because I've only got one hand free, so I'll come back to you when it's plugged in. But it literally just plugs into that. As you can see, there's only one way it goes. So I'll be back in a second. So I have plugged the switch back in. As you can see there, the switch will sit like this once I put the little carrier in place. Now let's see if it now works. Oh, hang on, I can't hold this properly. Yes, it appears to have worked. Yes. So that is how to repair the broken window switch on the passenger door of an e92 rather than go to BMW and buy any new parts. This cost me no money to do, and if it doesn't last, I'll take it apart and fix it again, give it a good clean, and hopefully we'll get at least some time out of it working. Thanks for watching.